Is this thing on? This is Nova Marshal Peter Murphy of the EDMC Space Force. The galaxy really has gone to shit, huh? It's hard to really say when it started. I guess it's always been headed here in the end. The date is August 4th, year 23478. Today marks the day the Earth finally loses. We've been fighting off these fucking primes for decades, but the time is finally here. My fleet is the Earth's last line of defense. I tell my men not to worry, that we're gonna win, that the Earth has always won, and that it will continue to win. But deep down, they know the fucking truth just as much as I do. We're fucked, the Earth's fucked, all of our fucking history's fucked. But I don't want our history to be forgotten. And I don't want future generations to think it was always like this. So I'm recording this message to document our past, because our history is the only thing we got left. In the late 20th century, the information age began with the birth of many companies that would shape our future. They all had power. They had all the power. All the technological innovations belonged to them. There were really only 4 major players left at the table by the end of the century. Google, Amazon, Disney, and Apple. Now each of these controlled a certain aspect of our lives. Amazon controlled merchandise, creating and manufacturing spacesuits and ships, and distributing food. You know how it is. Disney controlled the media, all of it. But Google and Apple, they're technological competitors, or they were at least. Regardless, a corporate takeover was coming and Apple knew it. They couldn't survive in a world with Google. Hell, the entire solar system wasn't big enough for both of them. So while Earth expanded, and the other 3 corporations colonized our system, Apple jumped to the next closest one. They kept their ship in orbit of Primus and Target B while they tried to colonize the planet, now known as Primus. At first, colonization attempts failed. The radiation from the nearby red dwarf star was too much, and, humans couldn't survive it. So Apple began to experiment on their own. Many volunteered, not that they had much of a choice. And with the years of experimentation came human evolution. Bodies built to withstand the radiation. And finally, Apple managed to settle on Primus and expand to the rest of their solar system. As centuries passed, the entire system was fully colonized, the Sol system and the Centauri system. But despite their evolved bodies, the radiation still affected the primes, giving them abilities you can only fucking dream of. Not just some of them, but almost all of them. They saw themselves as the future of mankind. But they're just freaks. I'd rather die than live like one of them, and I'll never be one of them. So when Sol resisted, the primes went to war. We can't stop them, they're too strong. Just too fucking strong. Anyways, if you're listening to this message, then you found my escape pod. I was gonna leave before it all ended, but I couldn't. I couldn't leave my men. I'm going to take out as many of those god-fucking-damn primes as I goddamn can, and they're not taking Earth without a fucking fight. Fuck yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll win. Yeah. Anyways, that ship you're in, it's called the Betacron 2K3.6. Yep, it's a time machine. Earth invented them a few centuries ago. The EDMC was hoping we could use it to change the past, manipulate events and whatnot. Fucking idiots. Turns out, history's fixed. Yep, can't change shit. Plus, they're too unstable. You can't choose where, when you go. You just go to a random point in time, and usually you can't go back. and obviously they're expensive as hell. Word is that once the higher-ups realize they can't use it to change the past or control events, they didn't want to let it fall into the hands of those psionic fucks. So they destroyed them all and executed everyone who knew how to build it. Now this one I found must have been one of those early test runs or something. Found it floating in space, looking like it was sitting there for a couple million years, and a frozen corpse in the pilot seat. I salvaged it, fixed up the body. Didn't touch the fucking time core at all, that's for goddamn sure. Hey, who knows? Maybe it doesn't even work. I'm not planning on finding out. Anyways, we expect the Primes to be here any second.